What's up, Algebra 2? Welcome to Hybrid Learning. In this video, we'll be building off on our adding rational expressions. And this time, instead of adding, we're going to be subtracting. So let's go ahead and get into the video lesson / also example 1 for today. Together, you're going to want to need a paper and pencil and copy down the problem. There we go. Copy down the problem that is shown. Oh, I can't point in the right direction. You get what I'm trying to say. Grab something to write with and let's get started. Okay. So before we start subtracting, anytime we're subtracting or adding any kind of fraction, we need to make sure that they have a common denominator. So the first thing that we want to do is I want to factor both of these denominators. Now, both of these are quadratic, so I'm going to look for two numbers that add to -6 and also multiply to -16. So that first fraction, I'm going to have x minus 1 in my numerator, and then I'm going to have x minus 8 and x plus 2, because -8 and 2, when they're multiplied together, give us -16, and when they're added together, give us -6. Okay, let's take a look at the second fraction. Okay, so in this denominator, we're looking for two numbers that add to 6 and also multiply to +8, and those numbers are going to be 4 and 2. So our factors are going to be x plus 4 and x plus 2. Awesome. I have factored each, and now I want to write down what my least common denominator of both of these is going to be. So my least common denominator of both of these is going to be x minus 8 times x plus 2 times x plus 4. Okay, so then in the first fraction, I'm just going to go through my least common denominator list and just check off what I have. I have the x minus 8. I have the x plus 2. What I'm missing is the x plus 4. So that means I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom by x plus 4. Okay, and then we're going to go through that list again for the second fraction. This time I have the x plus 4 and I have the x plus 2 right here. I'm missing the x minus 8. So the second fraction is going to get multiplied by x minus 8 in the numerator and denominator. Okay, now what we want to do is multiply. So if you want, one way that you can multiply the first fraction is by setting up an area model. I like this model because it helps me keep everything organized. I've been doing this for so many years now, so I have lots of practice doing this that I can just look at it and kind of write out the answer. But if you need to do the area model, then go ahead. So this first fraction is going to be x squared plus 5x plus 4 all over, and I'm going to keep my denominator factored so that I can easily write out the restrictions later. Okay, minus. And then when you multiply this next one, I'm going to multiply x minus 1 and then x minus 8. So that's going to give, I'm sorry, x plus 1, not x minus 1. So that's going to give you x squared minus 7x minus 8. And then I've got the same denominator down here. So x plus 4, x plus 2, x minus 8. Okay, now I can subtract. So when I'm subtracting, one thing I can do is distribute this negative. So I can turn this into plus sign and then multiply everything in here by -1. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then this way I'll be able to rewrite this as an addition problem and make life just a little easier. So I'm going to copy down that first fraction, x minus 8, x plus 2, x plus 4. Okay, I'm going to turn that into a plus sign. Now, the second fraction is going to be negative x squared plus 7x plus 8. And the reason all those signs changed is because I multiplied all of them by a -1 there. Okay, I'm going to keep that denominator. Now I can combine all of my like terms. So what's nice is that I've got an x squared here, and then I've got a negative x squared here. When I add those together, they cancel out, they reduce to 0. I've got positive 5x plus 7x. So that's going to give me 12x. So 12x plus, and then finally I've got 4, positive 4 plus 8. So that's going to give me another 12. So 12x plus 12 all over. Oh, whoops. I want to keep everything in one color. 12x plus 12 all over. And then I'm just going to write out my denominator again. So this is our final answer, and our restrictions are going to be that x can never equal positive 8, x can never equal negative 2, and x can never equal negative 4, because if you substitute any of those values in, your denominator will be 0, which will give you an error message in your calculator. We cannot have 0 as our denominator. Thanks for watching. Let's go ahead and try example 2.